In 1972, the seed of ILAC was planted, and it has grown and blossomed over the past 50 years. At the core of our mission is the invaluable exchange of gifts between people in the rural Dominican Republic and volunteers from across the United States who engage in the unique opportunity to learn about the world around them by embracing life in a rural Dominican campo. The oldest running program is the Summer Healthcare Program, which initially started as a language and cultural immersion experience and evolved in 1977 into a medical-based program. The program expanded over time into the interdisciplinary healthcare program that it is today, bringing together students and healthcare professionals in the fields of medicine, dentistry, pharmacy, and nursing from Creighton University and around the United States. These students and health professionals travel to the Dominican Republic in the month of July each year to enter into a rural community, which by the end of the program becomes a second home for them. During time in the campos, participants contribute their expertise in the healthcare field and learn from their hosts. To date, more than 5,000 Creighton students have served in more than 200 rural Dominican communities, forming bonds that have positively impacted the lives of those from the United States and the Dominican Republic alike, and have had a lasting impact on all.
ILAC itself, as we know it, which stands for Institute for Latin American Concern, started as an idea where two Cuban Jesuit priests who were studying in Toronto, Canada, wanted to provide an experience for their fellow religious people on what they had learned growing up in Cuba and what they thought was about showing the meaning of life.
The pillars are the mission, the spiritual peace, and total immersion into the culture.
O sea, venir a un país del tercer mundo y ver la realidad y desde esa realidad crecer en la parte espiritual y también analizando el contexto social y de la realidad dominicana.
Make no mistake, the ILAC program, which is predominantly Dominican, consider the ILAC program a Dominican program in partnership with Creighton University and other North American people.
Concerning this impact that it has created in the DR, I would say that it has been extremely important in our rural villages.
La misión trabaja para 130 comunidades y tenemos 150 líderes comunitarios que son los cooperadores de salud.
A nosotros se nos llama cooperador de la misión ILAC de la salud, pero es un trabajo que uno hace gratuitamente y lo hace por la comunidad y porque te nace del corazón, porque cuando nosotros podemos ayudar a personas necesitadas es como si fuera un premio de Dios.
Y nosotros no podemos quedar de brazos cruzados porque para eso estamos. Creo que cuando usted lo eligen para algo, o sea, Dios lo elige para algo a usted, usted tiene que ejercer su función porque Dios a todo el mundo le dio un poquito. Aunque a uno le dio más y a otro menos, pero a todos le dio algo. Y tenemos que ponernos en acción.
El programa de verano ha mantenido mucha demanda por los cooperadores, ya que además de consultar los pacientes, de proporcionar charlas de prevención de enfermedades, también refieren a nuestro centro quirúrgico los pacientes que necesitan cirugía y los pacientes que necesitan ser vistos por un especialista, además de compartir con las diferentes culturas y religiones con otras personas.
El proceso del operativo es identificar las necesidades que tenemos en la comunidad. Ya nosotros tenemos unos 3 años participando consecutivamente. Desde el 2019 fue nuestro primer operativo y hubo un impacto muy grande en todas las áreas, medicina general, odontología y ginecología.
I would say that the summer program is a kind of incubator where most of those young professionals or students, they come here, visit the village, see the needs in the countryside, they continue their education formation, and when they become professional, especially, normally they come back. And we are very proud to have a significant amount of our professionals that come are the expression of a volunteer that came in a summer program 15, 20 years before, and now they come as a professional to perform surgery to those needed people that they visit when they were very young or in the process of their formation.
As an educator, seeing the student that goes on the trip versus the student that comes back to Creighton is wildly amazing how much they progress.
I learned a lot, but I mainly learned from the people in the community. I think the biggest thing is just to slow down, and it is okay to slow down.
The summer program has meant a lot to me in terms of learning how to connect with patients. I think all of med school and kind of all of our lives we're learning different skills of how to interact with people and how to kind of create the best care that we can for all of our patients. So I think that having this community building and this way of relating to patients, especially in a global context, is just so important to bring back to the United States.
I originally decided to come here because I grew up with role models like my dad and my godfather, who also did the summer program when they were young. Now they're both practicing physicians and come back often.
My first summer here was a very memorable experience. It was a chance to slow down and really get to focus on relationships, and I think that's one of the things that ILAC does so well, is the focus on community rather than coming in and out, passing out medications, seeing patients. The focus really is on getting to know the people in the campus where we are.
To be able to immerse in the culture and be part of the community and just learn from other people on our team and people in the community.
Porque una de las partes importantes del proyecto de este programa de verano es que el voluntario se sienta parte de la misma comunidad. O sea, viva con los campesinos, sienta con los campesinos, trabaje con los campesinos. Y esa es una de las partes más hermosas de este programa.
As I look back at the original vision, it's a fairy tale public health story for dentistry, starting out just removing teeth and cleaning teeth, but however now having the opportunity to do restorative work and now providing prosthetics is quite a gamut. And it's really transformed the landscape of the Dominican Republic in regards to oral health care.
Hablamos de Misión ILAC, hablamos del nacimiento de una idea de un grupo de personas donde vieron la necesidad de llevar esas atenciones a los más necesitados, a personas donde el acceso era muy difícil. Tratamos de ver la parte humana de estos pacientes y que estos muchachos en formación, estos futuros médicos, estos futuros especialistas, vean esa parte y reconozcan esa parte, que eso importa también en ellos, que eso es importante en el paciente, que eso forma parte de la enfermedad o forma parte de su solución.
When I was an undergrad student at Creighton in the early 2000s and had the opportunity to come down to the Dominican Republic here and participate in the summer program, it really instilled and I would say firmed up some ideals and beliefs that I had, and really helped me believe that a life of service and ways to sort of try and live out a lot of the Jesuit values that are ascribed at the university is one of the ways to live a very full life.
Learning what it means to be this kind of global citizen in our world today is so important, and I think there's so many lessons that we can learn from the locals about how to be with others and how to embrace this kind of side of our humanity. You know, we get caught up in the busyness of daily life. It's always just so nice to come here to do a program and to take a step back and really look at what it means to be human, look at what it means to connect to people and collaborate. And that's just a very unique experience that I don't think you get many places or many opportunities to do.
The thing that draws me back to ILAC is my love for the Dominican people. The people here are so incredibly kind, and I feel like I want to give to these people every time I come, and I always leave feeling like I got more than I gave, and I hope that's not the case because I want to give, I want to serve. And I've seen so much improvement in the lives of the people over the years, and I hope that continues. So my first time here was 31 years ago, and maybe I'll still be coming back in 31 years. Who knows? But I would love to see continual improvement for the Dominican people.
This year I turned 75, and I says, wow, you still want to continue doing that? And she said, well, this will be like our second honeymoon, because this is where we met. And in all those years, I think this just instills your faith in you a little bit stronger. It's sort of hard to explain to someone that's never experienced this how life-changing it is.
I love working in the clinic, but I really enjoy the time outside of clinic, spending time with the families, whether it's playing dominoes or going on a hike or just sitting around and drinking coffee.
We love you because who you are and how you are, not because what you have. So that is something that all Dominicans, especially the ones that I recruit, we're always like saying, oh, I love to be here. I don't need like cell phone, I don't need technology. Here the people in the campus are amazing, and even more amazing if you are next to people that are not from the country and are interested in your culture and love your culture. Like, they make me appreciate more my culture.
We are celebrating the ILAC 50th anniversary because it's important with all that happens just in the span of 12 months, for example, to take a step back and be able to appreciate it, to rejoice in it, to challenge ourselves to do things better in a more thoughtful and culturally sensitive way, and to really think, where is the future? I was talking recently with one of the professionals that has come many times about where was ILAC when he first got involved with the program. I spoke about my own experiences when I first got involved, and where do we think it'll be in another 20 years or even another 50 years. And I think taking this opportunity to review the past, to talk about the present, and to dream about the future is important. So this can continue to be a place of life, a place of light, a place of joy and love for so many people from the Dominican Republic and from the United States and across the world that have found a lot more than just a relationship, a lot more than just an opportunity to serve or to be served out of this exchange of cultures, out of this exchange of love that has happened for the past 50 years.
As we get to work with kids, and this is our next generation of copiadoras, for salud, for health, for happiness, and for spirit.
Mutuality, empathy, respect, and love describe these 50 years of shared history, rooted in the solid partnership of the ILAC Ceci Center, the rural communities they serve, which are represented by the Rural Health Promoters, and Creighton University. Through changes, evolutions, technological improvements, and even a pandemic, the invaluable exchange of gifts that is the ILAC Summer Healthcare Program has endured the test of time and has proven that love speaks a common language and has a shared soul.
I can't be more grateful for the tremendous amount of support that Creighton and Ceci or ILAC that we've received through our faculty, staff, our students, our friends of all kinds from many different places. It's support of time and talent and treasure. And it's the support we need and want for the next 50 years to keep responding to the needs of the people here and to keep transforming the lives of our own faculty, staff, and students. God bless Ceci and ILAC and Creighton University, and God bless you.
I'm Dr. Karen Gray. I am the current ILAC Medical Director.
I participated in the ILAC Summer Health Program from 2004 to 2014.
I went down first in 1988 to Agua de Juan in the border with Haiti.
I was in the Dominican Republic in 1990 in Montazo.
For the first time to the Dominican Republic in 1986 as a general participant in Rancho Pedro.
It was such an incredible experience that I came back about 10 years later.
And I also got to know the people really, really well there.
My first 2 trips with ILAC were extra special because I got to serve alongside my dad, who is also a Creighton Medical School alum.
We have 3 children, and each of them has gone down to the Dominican Republic.
The summer ILAC program trips
provided some of the best memories that I have of my time at Creighton.
It was wonderful teaching such gifted students, and we know it was a life-changing experience for them, and it was for us too.
Each day was an adventure, an opportunity, a gift.
The Dominicans have become a huge part of my life.
I first went to the Dominican Republic with ILAC in, I think, 1986, and I've been involved with it pretty much since then. I've had so many experiences, it's hard to relate them, but my greatest experience has probably been making it possible for the students to treat patients with all the equipment and things that we have.
They just went out of their way to make me feel at home, you know, even offering me one of their only beds that they had, and they all slept together in one room, and just really went out of their way to be hospitable to me.
Yes, we provided a lot of medical services and pulled a lot of teeth, but really connecting with the people of the campus, listening to them, and sharing their experiences had an even bigger impact. And that's been something that I've carried forward into my professional career as well.
What keeps you coming back?
It's a hard question to answer because there's a lot of reasons, but I think the people, like, I arrive and everyone makes me feel at home. Everyone makes me feel at home here.